Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Screenshot, your go-to destination for youth culture, entertainment, and social issues. My name is Melinda, and I am your host. This week's episode on The Screenshot is a bit different from what we usually do. The Cite Youth Network partnered up with the Rotaract Club of Bulawayo, and we got to talk about mental health issues surrounding young people. So we interviewed the district governor, who is the governor of Rotaract that covers district 9012. I hope I got that correct. That covers countries like Malawi, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique. So we sat down with Mr. Tom Kamwendo, and he talked to us about what the Rotaract does and everything in between. So stay tuned and enjoy.
My name is Tom Kamwendo. I am a Rotarian. I'm currently the district governor for Rotary International District 9210, which is the district comprising Zambia, Zimbabwe, Malawi, and northern parts of Mozambique. So it's 4 countries. So I sort of help look after the affairs of Rotarians in those 4 countries. Rotary International is a charitable organization. It's essentially, we say what we like to do is to do good in the world. We have 1.4 million Rotarians around the world. It's professionals and business people and others, community leaders who have a heart to lead the communities in which they live to better lives. And we have a code of ethics for our members. We call it the 4-way test. That's an abbreviation of it. So is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? That's our test for all the things that we do or say. So we're an ethical organization, we're a charitable organization. We have 7 areas of focus, which we things that we focus on trying to do. We can't do everything in the world much as we'd like to. So we do things in health, education, the environment, peace. So those 4, but some are doubled in the intensity in which we focus on them. We work through clubs. There are clubs in every country in the world, Rotary clubs in every country in the world. There are Rotaract clubs in many countries in the world. Rotary clubs are for people 18 years and older, and to any age. As you can see, I'm a spring chicken myself. And then we have a group called Rotaractors, that the younger group. They're also from 18 years old, usually limited to 30, although these days they can go to a higher age if they want. Obviously a more energetic group than the older group. But they're also doing the same things, trying to do good in the world, community work, drilling boreholes where people need water, providing health facilities where people need health facilities, education and literacy training, books, and then training peace fellows, people who learn about how to maintain positive peace in the world. So we've got thousands of those that we've trained in our institutes. So those are the things that we do, and we do them both through Rotarians and Rotaractors. But the Rotaractors have got more spring in their footstep. Okay, but otherwise all are action people. We believe in action. So that's the story there. We believe that the community generally decides what it needs. So we don't impose solutions on communities. In the area of mental health, for instance, we have recognized it among our health interventions as an important part, because there are we've seen many stresses that people are experiencing for various reasons. Some through technology, some through relationships, etc. And sometimes causing people to harm themselves or to get depressed. We believe that the community will identify those areas. So where we come in as Rotary normally is to try and provide resources to help with a solution that the community believes in. Sometimes it's to investigate the problem further and say, we believe in this area, we have this causing such mental problems. Can we investigate it further? Is it drug abuse? Is it relationship related? What is it? Is it because of religious pressures? Whatever it is that's causing people mental pressures, that community will then investigate. Maybe they ask us to provide some resources to help them investigate, to identify the cause and propose some solutions. So we get together, and we have a network of, as I said, 1.4 million people around the world on whom we can call through what we call the Rotary Foundation to help fund a worthwhile cause or a worthwhile investigation or solution to a problem. So that's the way we would work on that. We've been in Zimbabwe now for 3 days, I think. This is the 3rd day, yes. We started off in Victoria Falls. Yesterday we were in Plumtree. Today we're in Bulawayo. We're continuing around the country just to talk to Rotarians and Rotaractors and find out their challenges, areas in which we can, as Rotary International and District 9210 in particular, ways in which we can help them to do more good, to deliver more of the magic of Rotary to their communities. I'll tell you a quick story about the magic of Rotary, how it was coined. Our current president, a lady called Stephanie Echik, that's the international president of Rotary International, was doing a project in South America, and they were doing a filtration project. So there had a lot of dirty water going in through the filter, and clean water comes out. And a young boy in the area saw this and said, lady, show me that magic again. And so we recognize that for a lot of people, some of the simple things that we see and recognize are magical. So if you have dirty water becoming clean water, it's magical. For many of the projects that we do, just providing water is magic. So somebody walking a kilometer a day to get water, waiting in a queue for 5 hours and then walking a kilometer back. I had an experience of this. A woman in Mozambique was carrying a bucket on her shoulder, a bucket in each hand, a baby on her back. She had 2 daughters with her, each with a bucket, because the water is so far away that they need to get a lot of water at once. But they still have to walk a kilometer. They walk for an hour to the watering place, walk back. So when we provide a water solution near to that woman's home, that is magic. And that is the magic of Rotary.
My name is Amanda Machonga Tsuro. Okay, so mental health for me is a state of mind. And how do I take care of my mental health? It's more of I avoid situations whereby I know that I'll be triggered. For instance, let's say if I know that I'm not comfortable in certain places or not, I just avoid going there, or I'll go there later when I can articulate myself better and understand how I can project myself to the next person. And then what did I take away from today? Okay, a lot, literally. Okay, I learned how other people take care of their mental health, which I can also implement on how I can also take care of my mental health. For instance, let's say, instead of me saying, okay, fine, I don't have money to go and maybe consult someone, I can always, maybe let's say, engage in social networks, maybe let's say, for instance, WhatsApp groups, whereby there are people who will be talking about mental health and how I can benefit from their experiences and all that. Yes, thank you.
All right, for me, mental health means taking care of my well-being, making sure that wherever I interact with people, I interact well with people. So from the session that we had today, I was talking about how technology is interlinked with mental health. So from that session, my takeaway is that as young people, we are so addicted to our phones. We are very addicted to social media. There's a point in time where we need to detox from social media, and we need to make sure that we have other face-to-face interacting activities with other young people and with other people, so that you are not too glued on your phone. As young people, we need to always be there for each other. We need to always be checking up on our friends. There are so many young people out there who are taking their lives, who are committing suicide. It's because they don't have someone to talk to, they don't have someone to listen to. So if you have a friend who comes to you to talk to you, don't judge them. If you know that you can't handle that session, you have to make sure that you send them to the other person. Thank you.
My name is Muzwotando Moyo. And for me, mental health basically means a balanced state of mind. Yeah, and usually when it comes to my mental health, I like to take walks and go out into nature so that I can have fresh air, you know, and also get to calm my mind down from the daily stresses, you know. So also what I took from today's discussion was that technology has got the potential to be leveraged in a manner that it serves for the good of the mental health crisis, especially as we see right now. We see a world where technology is leading towards a mental health crisis, but we can also leverage technology in a manner that it serves towards bettering the mental health crisis, or rather dealing with it completely through different channels like online therapy, for example. So yeah, that was my take on it.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of The Screenshot. I hope you learned something and you enjoyed our conversation with Mr. Tom Kamwendo. Make sure you follow us on every social media platform where we are at CiteZW. We are on X, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. We are everywhere. Make sure you leave likes and comments. And thank you for watching. Bye.